welcome back to Cooking Healthy in Indian Country. I am your host, Megan Baldy. So today I'm going to be preparing a very special dish for you guys. It's going to be part of our indigenous foods. It's going to be an eel dish, but with a twist. But before I get started, I wanted to do a shout out. I was cleaning my eel today, and if any of you guys have ever cleaned lamprey eel, you know how difficult it is on your nails. I had my jamberries on from Chelsea Reed. She's a local consultant here in Hoopa, California, and they withstood the eel clean test. Woo, woo. Okay, so how I'm going to start this today is I'm going to start with my vegetables. So I have some broccoli here from Grady at Greenfire Farm and some fresh spring carrots. I have some cabbage and some kale. And then I wanted to show you the star of the show. I'm going to bring him over here on this because he's Mr. Lamprey Eel. Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to make a little stir fry with him. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wash my hands before I mess with my... What I want to do first is I'm going to bring you down to here, over to my cutting board. I'm going to zoom you in. So I'm going to chop up my florets, and then I'm going to blanch them. So you just want to kind of just chop through your broccoli here, just to kind of loosen it up a little bit. Get out of there. Go away.
Uhteth, 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 Uhteth.
Okay, now I'm going to use the broccoli stalk. I'm going to cut it up in little shoots as well. Now a lot of people don't use the broccoli stalk as much. It's an underutilized part of the vegetable, but it's very high in vitamins and different nutrients. I recommend using the stalk and adding it to your family's dish because it's so great and so valuable to your diet. Okay, so I got it all cut up. Okay, so now I'm going to bring you over here to my boiling pot. I'm going to add in my vegetables. Now the secret to blanching is you add in your vegetables. I'm going to bring you up just a little bit so I can talk to you. So the secret to blanching is this. You add your vegetables in and you let them come back to a boil, and then you boil them for about 3 to 5 more minutes. So once you put them in, the water will stop boiling. So the technique is to wait for the water to come back up to a full boil, and then you start to time it for 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah. So there we are. Okay, so what I did with him is I gutted him out. I took out the string out the middle. The string is like bristle. I cleaned them all out. Now I don't have a whole bunch to use of him because I'm not going to make a huge dish. I'm going to use the tail part. It's one of my favorite parts of him. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut his tail in half. I'm going to bring him open and I'm going to fillet him flat. Just like that. Now I got a nice flat piece of eel right here. I want to keep flattening him out. The reason why I want to flatten him out so much is because he will curl up in the frying pan once I start him. So I got him all nice and flat. I'm going to cut him into several pieces. Start my frying pan up. Now just the tail, I'm just going to cut in little ringlets all the way down. Just like that. Now, what I want to do is I want to take just a little bit of flour. Now, you don't have to use flour. I like to use it for this dish. I'm going to flour them up just a little bit.
Flu hun. Flu hun. Flu hun. Flu hun.
Now this eel was given to me and donated to me by Mike Bailey. Thank you so much, Mike, for sharing this Mr. Lamprey eel with me. I really appreciate it. Now we're gonna get back to cooking it. Thank you. So from here, we take our eel and we start to fry him up. Now traditionally, lamprey eel is caught down at the mouth of the Klamath River, where the Klamath River meets the ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and it's really a great way that these fishermen catch it. And traditionally it's caught by men, and I will put a slide on this show so you can see a man hooking an eel out of the Klamath River and out of the ocean. And basically what men usually do is they cook it out and we clean them up, and some people smoke them, some people can them. I like to have it roasted over a nice warm barbecued fire. I also like to have it fried up, so we'll try it like this today too. And this is a different way of eating it, but the flavor profile will be awesome, I promise. Especially for you out there that traditionally prepare and eat eel on a frequent basis, this will be a great recipe for you to try out. So now I'm going to let that cook for a while. I'm just going to keep flipping it over. I'm going to bring you into the frying pan so you can see it. Smell it? We're going to flip them over to see them. Smells so good. So he's almost done. We want to cook them up for a good few minutes here. Now we're going to set this over here aside. Turn that off. Now what we want to do is bring you back into focus. We're going to switch back down to vegetables. So, I'm going to switch you back over here. I'm just going to cut up a little bit. So this is a cone head cabbage. As you can see, the reason why it's called that is because it has a cone shape. I got this from Grady at Greenfire Farm. Cabbage is a great source of vitamins. So, cabbage is great brain food. It's full of vitamin K. It also looks like a brain, as well as you can see all these little lines and little things just like it would look like in your brain. It's great brain food. So what I'm going to do with him is I'm just going to chop them up. Have nice little strips of cabbage for the stir fry.
Without the skin.
Okay, we've got some good stir. We're going to throw that in the frying pan. We're going to take some kale, red Russian kale, Grady at Greenfire Farm. You guys all know that I'm a fan of kale. Kale is a brain food, so paired with the vitamin K in the cabbage, it's going to do some great things for your brain. Cabbage also has the detoxifying feature, and it's great for your blood along with the kale. It's great stuff. And with the broccoli, we're throwing in a lot of good iron. So we're going to put that together over here.
And it tastes really good.
We're going to bring you back over here. That was Raymond. Thank you, Raymond. I'm going to bring you back to my frying pan over here. So I just have the cabbage and the kale in the frying pan at the moment.
And we're stirring it up.
What we want to do is we want to stir it up a little. We got some sesame oil. I'm going to throw a little bit more in there. This is a great flavor profile builder. We're going to take a little bit of soy sauce. Just a tad bit. A couple tablespoons in there. Just to give it a good flavor. I would recommend if you have salt, too much sodium in your diet, get a low sodium soy sauce or just not even add it, whatever works for you. Everything is able to either modify in some way or whatever you need to meet your need for your health. So I'm going to show you. We've got some great, beautiful looking colors in there.
And yummy.
So, I'm going to add in my vegetables that I blanched. Now, the reason for blanching is a few different things. One, it brings out a nice, vibrant color in your stir fry. And two, it also helps to make a nice, firm crispness, crunch to your vegetables, and that's the kind of thing that I'm going for in my stir fry. I like to have a nice crisp crunch. And we got those nice and going. We're going to let those stir fry up a little bit until my... Stay out of there. So I got my plate. I got some rice over here. Now I get this rice from Food Commodities, from the Hoopa Food Distribution Program. You can use brown rice if you'd like. This is the rice that I have available for my family. What I recommend that you do when you make rice is to rinse it first, because you rinse a lot of the starch off of it. Now, I'm going to put my eel on top. And there we have the dish. Very nice. I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to try it out. So I'm going to get enough of everything, a little bit of eel, a little bit of cabbage, a little bit of broccoli, and try it all. A little bit of kale, and this should be so tasty.
My favorite food is eel.
Now, we're going to see if it's kid tested. It's mother approved, but let's kid test it. We got Raymond over here. Say hi, Raymond.
Hi.
Go ahead and taste the eel plate. It's a little hot. That's good enough. Thumbs up for good. Thank you for watching Cooking Healthy in Indian Country. So I'd like to thank the people and the programs that make this possible. I'd like to thank the Hoopa Valley Tribe, Klamath Trinity Resource Conservation District. I'd like to thank Grady at Greenfire Farms. Thank you, Chelsea Reed, for the jamberry nails that withstood the cleaning eel test. I'd like to thank Mike Bailey for the donation of the lamprey eel that he gave me. I appreciate it very much. It's nice to know a bunch of fishermen out there that are willing to contribute to Cooking Healthy in Indian Country. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and please like and subscribe to my Facebook page, Cooking Healthy in Indian Country. Talk to you later. Bye.
Luhan Miss Toss Test 2. Luhan Miss Toss Test 2. Luhan Miss Toss Test 2. Luhan Miss Toss Test 2.